I enjoy watching it, to be fair. Both said the same thing, me and Paul Cook after. You've never seen this game as a 0-0. You know, a lot of teams have come here this season and sat back and went for 0-0. I think we went for the game. I just seen the engine and back of Jack's goal. It's a tight call. Really is. From when Wardy struck the ball, I mean, it's marginal. You know, you've seen them every week get not given and given, and shame really, because it deserved that with the defensive performance we put in. Some of our play was excellent, and we've come here and give, you know, a really good team a very good game.
And you mentioned that I think it's a third successive 0-0 draw for them at home, but I guess the other two teams probably didn't quite put up the fight you did, because at the end, as you say, you nearly nicked it. You looked likely to maybe go on and get the goal.
Well, we did. We tried to go for the game. You've seen with the subs, we're positive in our subs with Junior and Ward coming on. They both made a real impact to us. They helped us. They got us up the pitch. But I have to say, some of the blocks from Stephen Taylor and Ryan Tafazoli and the back four in general was outstanding. Without my goalkeeper having to make too many saves, to be honest, you know, they were excellent. On another day, we'd have won the game, probably in and around the penalty box. We were a little bit short. Probably lacked a little bit of belief, I would say. But all in all, I'm pleased with the result. It's been a tough week for us, you know. To play Aston Villa on a massive pitch, to go to Luton on a Tuesday night, and then to come here, you know, with 2 wins and a draw. It's been an excellent week for us.
And let's not forget that the league lead is in a fantastic run of form as well. So I know you'll always want to go and win games, but if you're ever going to take a 0-0 before a match, it's probably coming to a place like this.
Yeah, they're good. Listen, they play well. You know, Paul's got them playing really well. They play in between lines well. Their fullbacks are brave. You know, I think both teams were like that today. I think we both try to play a similar style, and that's what I'm saying. It's some praise. It's a 0-0, but yeah, you know, we've got a huge week now. We'll try and get some rest into a certain member of the boys. We've got a good week fitness-wise as well for the rest of them, and then we go again. We've got another 3-game week, so it's been a great week for us. Great week for the football club, and you know, we look forward to the games coming up.
And I know we've spoken this season about the number of goals conceded in the final 15 minutes, so that must be even more pleasing how strong you stood even in those closing stages of the game as well, after what you say has been such a busy week.
We did, and we've done that now for the last 3 games. You know, we've managed games really well. The players are well aware about the stats, but we're slowly changing them. You know, I think it's 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. We're slowly changing them. Disappointed not to score, of course, with the attacking threat that we've got, but it wasn't for a lack of trying, let me tell you. You know, we got in some really good positions. We probably had the better opportunities than what they did in the game, if you look at it. And it was a good game. It was end to end without no goals, but we move on.
Stephen Taylor, I know there was a long stoppage. He obviously then carried on from the first half and the second half. Was that just a blow to the face?
Yeah, he's fine, Tails. He's fine in there. But disappointed for Jack, really. You know, looking back at that incident, it is marginal. You know, when he kicks the ball, I mean, I just said to him, I said, you need to get your hair cut, because I think it might have been your ponytail that had you offside. So but disappointed the goal didn't get. You know, you've seen them given, you've seen them not given. I just said the lines went on the way out, on the way off there. I hope it's a good decision. You know. But it is what it is.
Thank you. Yeah, I sense you're going to be thinking about that one and musing it over on the journey back. You obviously handed a second half debut to Joe Ward, and what did you make of his performance?
I thought he was excellent. When he came on. He was calm, he was assured. He looks like he can play at this level very easily. Very clever. You know, he can keep the ball for you. He drifts, he can play. You know, the shot at the end that caused the chance for Marriott, or the goal for Marriott that wasn't given. I thought he came on and looked good. There's so much more from us though as a group. There really is. I said to the lads there, I said, you're a good team, and there's so much more from us. You know, and we're on a good run of form. Like I say to you, you know, I don't want to keep telling you how many games it is, but we're on a good run of form. We're not getting much credit for that, I have to tell you. People are still thinking about the games from the early part of the season, but this group have got huge belief, and I'm delighted with the application of the boys doing it.
And you sensed he probably wouldn't make it, but Leo's hamstring ruled him out this afternoon.
He did, yeah. Leo's going to be out for about 3 weeks, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. He's got a grade 1 hamstring strain, which is disappointing, because at Aston Villa I thought he was excellent, watching back in his clips, and then he started the game against Luton excellent as well. So that 3 games we left him out of the team was just to get his energy back and his tempo back in his game. But listen, he's a fit boy anyway. Leo, so we've no qualms. It's not about it'll be 2-3 weeks and then we have to wait to get him fit again. He's a fit lad, and it is 2 or 3 weeks and he'll be back.
And in terms of off the pitch, you're expecting much movement in and out in the transfer window this week? You've obviously got no Tuesday game, so a bit more time maybe to make those phone calls.
I hope so. Yeah, we definitely need to help the group, yeah, and we're working hard. Myself, Barry, and the chairman, maybe bringing 1 or 2 in next week to give the squad a boost and to give us all a boost. Listen, it's not like the squad need a boost. They've been excellent at the minute, but it just for this run in the final 19 games, I think it is, plus the cup games, you need a strong squad, and we'll look to do that.